Have you ever noticed the many conversations taking place at the back of a tailgate? It's just part of the rural lifestyle. We all have a tailgate. Join me, Jamie Johansson, from the tailgate as we take a 360 view at agriculture and rural life in our communities. On today's show, we whirl into an alpaca ranch to talk fiber. We observe the works of farmers and ranchers promoted through service. And we sip our way through a chat with a brewing entrepreneur. Your weekly in-depth view of agriculture up close. This is In the Field. Can you guess what animals we're going to be talking about today? Alpacas. We are here at Whirlwind Ranch in Lebanon, Missouri to learn about the fiber industry. Well, Liz, thank you for welcoming us to Whirlwind Ranch. We're going to learn a little bit about alpacas. So tell me about your operation here.
Well, it all is her fault. My mom and I are business partners here in Whirlwind Ranch, and we started over 25 years ago. Come on, we're going to go meet the animals. And we moved here from the East Coast. Come on in. Hi, boys. So these were all adult males. So we have Imperial, Tail Gunner, Roebling Road, and Basmati. These guys, we raise them for their fiber. We shear every April, so usually the middle of April, and we have a professional shearer that comes in, and we shear an alpaca in less than 4 minutes. Really? If you get in our way, you will have a new haircut.
Now, I've seen the speed of sheep shearers in that industry. I mean, what type of equipment are you using when shearing?
We're electric shears, just like with the sheeps and everything. And we lay them down, we stretch them out because their skin is super thin. So we don't, for the safety of our shearer and our handlers and our fiber pickers, we restrain them. But by the time we lay them down and put them back up, it's less than 4 minutes. Wow, so it's less stressful. So that's a full-size adult male. He weighs about 160 pounds, and he'll shear upwards of 8 pounds of fiber.
A year?
A year.
So you talked about shearing them every April. So once they've been sheared, what's the next step in the fiber process?
Oh, well, we'll have to take you into our interactive fiber display, which is all educational, hands-on, so you're actually going to get to touch and feel the difference between all the grades of fiber and what we do with each of those grades. A grade constitutes every 3 microns. Do you know what a micron is?
No, I do not.
A micron is itty-bitty. It's 0.00039 of an inch. And the human eye can see in 3 micron intervals. Okay. So the international grading standards are 3 microns.
Well, Liz, you have visitors here year-round, and we're set up here in your classroom, so I'll be your student. Teach me everything about the fiber industry.
Well, what's really cool is alpacas naturally come in so many different colors, and over here we have a picture frame with the colors of that alpacas and llamas come in. They are the most diverse color-producing fiber animal in the world. There's more colors in alpacas than there are even in dogs.
So when it comes to alpacas and llamas, you talked about the fiber and the structure and the size. What's the difference?
Okay, well, good question.
Oh, good.
All right. Our llamas and alpacas are cousins, and the difference between them is about 2 feet in height and about 200 pounds. They both have crimp, which zigzag in their fiber, like an afro, or dreadlocks. They're called Surrey alpacas. So there's only the 2 types of fiber with them. Now over here we have samples of both Wakaya and Surrey fiber, and there's the pictures of the Wakaya and Surrey. This is this is right off the animal. So this is from the blanket right here, which is about 50% of what we shear off the animal. This is what we make into products we wear next to our skin, as long as it's all consistent. And by consistent, what we want is the same length and the same micron, and generally the same color, because some of the animals could have different colors on them. The char number 2 is usually 2/3 the length because this comes off their neck and their thigh. We make this for outerwear. Remember those 3 jars that you felt, the different grades of fiber? Well, over here here's what we do with the coarser fiber, the rugs.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing is dryer balls. We're going to continue on with those jars because remember what we said, the neck will blend with other things. And so a lot of our neck got blended with cotton to make quilt batting, and my mom made all these beautiful quilts. And they all feel how, thin, and then they have alpaca and cotton quilt batting in here.
Okay.
And over here we have the yarns that we go ahead and we dye over here in classes, whether it's solid or hand painted.
You're spinning this here?
No, this is commercially done at a mill because we don't have enough time.
I was going to say, the hours you have to spend. So you take yours, you send it off, have it commercially process, and then you dye it back here?
Sometimes they dye it at the mill, and all the multicolored ones we dye here. And you can see the difference. That's all natural colors over there.
Well, as you shared, you have visitors visit you throughout the year, educating them and selling the products to them. But you've got websites and classes. So where can our listeners, our viewers go to learn more about you and to potentially come out and say hi?
Oh, well, hey, we'd love to have the visitors. Okay, first, the easiest way is to find us on our website, whirlwindranch.com, and that's WHIRLWIND, ranch.com, or you can give us a call, 417-533-5280. Shoot us an email. You can reach us through our website. Or if you're traveling along at the Visitor Information Centers, look in the Lebanon section over there and you can find our rack cards. So, and it has a map on how to get here. It makes it nice and easy. But we do all our visitors by appointment only because we do have other things scheduled throughout the time and everything. So, make it fun.